Alright boys, we're getting checked.
It's not looking good, bruv.
Alright YouTube, good morning. Quick turn of events. I think I might be going to the hospital, so I've decided I'm going to at least do something with myself before I go. So I'm actually going to go on a run right now. I'm not going to bring the camera as I'm not really going to vlog it, and I don't know how long it's going to be, but I definitely want to do some sort of activity before I enter the hospital, or go to the hospital, because I know that's going to be a boring ass day. So what am I going to do? I'm going to vlog it, because who knows what's going to happen, and it's going to be probably interesting. So let's get on with the run anyways.
Right, is it the best idea to be out on a run before I go to the hospital? Probably not, but I said to myself, no matter what they give me in there, it'll probably mean I can't run or do exercise for a few days. No matter how bad it is, I'm getting one last hit of dopamine on this shit. So just gonna do 3k and enjoy it. And we're back to the accommodation. Alright, let's get a shower. That was nice.
Just arrived into the hospital. I'm now going to the emergency department. I will update you all on what the actual reason is why I'm here in a bit, but I just want to get settled first and be sitting down somewhere. Alright boys, little update. I'm actually going to go to the VHI clinic instead, as I think that might be quicker. So yeah, bear with me. I don't even think this place is open yet, but we're at the VHI clinic now, so we'll see how we get on in here. We made it boys. We are now in the VHI health center, so let's see how this goes. Alright boys, we're getting checked. Boys, just met with the doctor there. Nice guy to be fair, and he basically did a checkup on me. I know I still haven't actually said what the problem is, but I will update you once I have more of an idea myself, and once I'm kind of settled, because it's kind of just been go all morning. But basically I'm going to go to hospital to get a checkup, and it looks like I'm not going to Edinburgh. I'm not going to lie. I'm supposed to be going tomorrow, which is obviously very upsetting, as I was very excited to see my boys. So James and Jamie, if you're watching this and I don't end up going, I'm so fucking sorry. It's not looking good, Brev. It's looking like I have to stay in here. So yeah, I am just waiting now to get a letter to go to the hospital, to refer me to the hospital, and yeah, then I guess we're going to the hospital. But in times like this, you don't laugh, you'll cry. So keep on fucking laughing. Alright boys, it's all good. We're still kind of shredded. Alright boys, so we are just heading out now. That is that trip done. I'm basically going to the hospital now. Look, I don't think I need anything done today, but I probably will just need to fast forward a checkup that I was going to have to get done. So yeah, look, like I said, I will give you a rundown of it when I do get time to just sit down in the hospital, but just bear with me for now. Boom, extremely suboptimal meal one going in. We have got one of your finest chicken and stuffing sandwich. Oh god, I'm cooked. I do not want this, but I'm starving. And I often find, and what I learned in Canada is, if you can eat in the hospital, eat, because they will tell you not to eat if you're not able to eat. So like say if you're getting your bloods done or whatever, so if you have an opportunity to eat, because like I have had to fast for like 16 hours before. It's horrendous, right? It's so bad. So I'm just going to eat this now whilst I still can, and I'm going to enjoy it, and then I'll update you on what's happening. I also have all my client check-ins to do today, so yeah, I have a lot of work to get on with. So I'm kind of almost hoping I have to wait for like 2 or 3 hours. Well, I don't want to say that, touch wood. Hopefully they just send me home. But you look, if I need to do work, I at least can, which is handy.
It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
Boys, we're out. Thank God. They let me go. Finally. To be fair, that was actually such a grand hospital trip. Like, in the grand scheme of things, that was actually a great hospital trip. Most of the times you go to hospital, you're there for like hours. But yeah, I'll give you a bit of an update in the car now of what actually was the problem. Don't really know where I'm going to go with this vlog, but we'll just run with it. I'll probably just do another like day in the life vlog. I'm going to Edinburgh tomorrow. I'm sure today's going to be stressful. I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of things going on, so stay tuned. But I'll give you an update in the car about what was the actual problem. Alright guys, so we are out. We have the wristband on, we're done. Thank God, that was a really quick trip, and it was actually a relatively pleasant trip, to be honest. Do I have the mic on? Yeah, I do. It was actually a relatively pleasant trip to the hospital, to be honest, you know, in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, I now need to figure my way out of this car park, hopefully pay for parking, and then I actually have to head straight to work. So I start work at 11 and I don't want to be late. I've texted Oisín, and I know Oisín wouldn't mind if I was late, but you know, I can still make it in on time, so that is my plan of action. It means I'm going to have to basically freestyle my meals though for the today, which is obviously not ideal. I will have to work around that later. All right, let's see if I can figure out this parking. How you woman? Oh. Time exceeded. I've got to pay again. Right, let me give you an update of what the actual problem was. So I'm just pulled in here now, and honestly, lads, you're not going to want to hear this, all right? But basically, when I had internal bleeding, first of all, so I went to Canada, all right, got my appendix taken out, and then a week later, I had internal bleeding. Okay, so I had internal bleeding from the surgery. So I had a stomach ulcer. And you know, over the last kind of 2-3 days, I've noticed some of that bleeding had came back, and I was quite concerned about that. Now, it wasn't anything hectic to where I was like, Jesus, what's going on here, you know? But like this morning now, it just wasn't great, man, and I was just a little bit concerned about it. So I decided, right, look, I'm just going to bite the bullet. So I went to the VHI. Well, I went to the hospital, and then I was like, right, I'm probably better off just going to the VHI clinic. That opens at 8 o'clock. So I went to the VHI clinic, and then they basically did a little check on me. They were like, look, it's probably nothing serious, but we are going to refer you to the hospital, just to be careful, as you just don't know with internal bleeding, man. You're like, I suppose it could kind of be anything, so you just have to be cautious with it. So yeah, went to the hospital then, and then they basically found a little cut. That's just the honest truth. So I'm now going into the pharmacy to just pick something up for that, which should solve that problem. And look, lads, like, this isn't really something I want to be speaking to the camera on, but you know, like I said, I've kept every single vlog on this page transparent, so I'm going to do the exact same with this one. So yeah, that's basically the problem. Well, I say the problem, it's not really a problem, you know, like, it's going to get solved now, hopefully. But yeah, what an interesting morning. I might just vlog now for the rest of the day, or for a bit of the day, and stay tuned, all right? I hope you're enjoying the vlog so far, although it's been quite, you know, weird and out of the ordinary, so apologies. But and apologies to anyone like eating breakfast whilst watching this. But look, if you're getting through your cardio or getting something done, you know, I'm glad to keep you entertained, all right? So I'm gonna run into the pharmacy now, all right, and hopefully get what I need to get, and then I'm getting a monster because I might crash out. I'm not gonna lie, I need something. Right, boys, we have managed to pick ourselves up a little monster, thank God. Oh my God, that was needed this morning. What a turn of events. I did not expect, and I was hanging when I woke up this morning. If you watched the last vlog, is a night out vlog, this is literally the morning after. So I woke up, I was like, "Urgh," and then I was like, oh shit, man, I'm shitting blood, bruv. And then I was like, oh fuck, man, I better go to the hospital. And now I went to the hospital and picked myself up a monster. What a turn of events! All right, we are keeping it way too real and transparent. Honestly, I don't blame you if you click out of this video right now. All right, it's kind of valid. But if you're still here, please subscribe. All right. Anyways, right, I'll touch base with you in a bit. Just out of pharmacy, €87. Oh my God, I nearly prefer to just keep shitting blood at this stage. Fucking hell, 87 quid. Oh, ooh, and the VHI appointment was 75. That's 150 quid. Oh my God. But look, listen there, your health is your wealth. That's heartbreaking. That's actually heartbreaking. I'm devastated. But look, I'm not going to let it ruin my mood. Look, we'll make it all back from our YouTube videos anyways, won't we? We will. Right, boys, little food review coming your way. So we have the Pure Power Nutrition. This is the pulled chicken fillet with wholemeal pasta, alright? Probably not ideal to be having this, but look, needs must. Better than nothing. Not bad. Better than I expected. It's alright, like, you know, it's edible. It's pretty good. Yeah, this will do for lunch anyways. So. Oh, I also got myself a little flat white as well. But, I mean, I'm loving the flat whites right now. If you've been watching the channel, you'll know I'm an absolute sucker for the flat whites, so that went down a treat. Thank God for Coke Zeros, boys. Do you ever just think, since there's no calories in this, like, what is there in it? Like, there's gotta be just, like, definitely things that are just worse than calories. Like, there's gotta be just some, like, death formula in this or something. Oh, I'm gonna keep drinking it though, it's so good. Oh my God. As you can see, the tiredness is kicking in. Up since 6 this morning. I don't know why I went on a run this morning. That was kind of dumb, I'm not gonna lie. But look, we're getting through it. We are editing, we are working. How bad? Boys, I just got a message on TikTok, right, from sliceoflife.irl, right, and they're basically a low-calorie pizza, right, and it's so funny, right, because I literally sent their TikTok to Adam, one of my best friends, just being like, it's such a good idea. So it's basically just like this low-calorie pizza. Now I know what you're probably thinking, low-calorie pizza, it's definitely going to be dog shit, but I've actually heard really good things about it and seen really good things about it. Now, they didn't ask me to like collab or anything. They were just like, listen, do you want to try it and throw up a review? So obviously, like I said, today I'm just tracking my calories because I got kind of caught off guard this morning with having to go to hospital and, you know, do all that kind of stuff. So what I am going to do is I'm going to stop into Lidl later and hopefully find that pizza and do a review of it. Now, you know, if this was like paid or like, you know, if they were sending it to me for free, I would say that, okay? It's not. I will be buying this out of my own money, and the review going up on TikTok will be an honest review as well. Like, if it's bad, I'll just say, you know, because when a company reaches out to you, it's always cool, but you always have to remember, like, you know, I value my rep and what I say on social media very highly because I've spent 4 years building my account. I'm never going to be like a sellout or like, you know, like give a false review or of something for money, you know, so you have to be very, very cautious. So it's cool in a sense that they reached out to me and they were like, look, buy the product and put up a transparent review, and I love that because I've no problem buying it and putting up an honest review. Big job on now, boys. We need to get batteries for my car keys. So like I said, I am going to Edinburgh tomorrow, and my car keys have been acting up, and like sometimes they just don't lock my car and my car doesn't open, and I'm standing there waiting for the batteries to work, and I'm like paranoid that the car won't open tomorrow before I drive to Shannon Airport. So I'm just going to buy batteries. Well, I just need them anyway, so yeah, hopefully we get the right ones. I think actually my main goal of this whole shopping trip to Harvey Norman is to come out with nothing bar the batteries, because the amount of times I come in here and buy like a fucking washing machine or like fucking some stupid shit for coffee or something, there's just so many things you can buy. Like, you know, like I could technically say I need everything here, but I don't, you know, but you can always get something for yourself here. So yeah, hopefully I'll just buy the batteries. Alright boys, happy days. We got the right ones. So the CR2025, I believe they're the right ones for my car keys. So I'm going to put those in when I get back to my student accommodation. I'm going to stop off in Lidl now because I want to get that pizza that I've been told I need to try, or suggested to try, which I will be trying. And then that'll leave me with about 700 for the rest of the day. So I'm probably just going to have a bowl of oats and to finish the evening. So yeah, I'll probably have a pizza and a bowl of oats as my last two meals. How bad? Boys, I'm not going to lie. I kind of said, right, I walked past a little bakery and I said, I have a choice here. I can either buy that low-calorie pizza and not get a donut, or else I can not buy the pizza and get like a chicken meal, which I'm going to have, a chicken and pasta meal, and allow for a donut. So I decided to allow for a donut. I'm pretty sure this is filled on the inside as well. Oh my god. Oh god, I don't even want to know how many calories is probably in this thing. However many calories are in it, it's worth every single one of them. Alright, catch up to you in the gaff. We have the bag on board and I am now basically going to the dry cleaners to hopefully wash all my clothes for Edinburgh. So yeah, that is the plan now. I'm getting a flight tomorrow at about 3 o'clock. So I'm leaving to go to the airport at about 12 tomorrow, I want to say. So tomorrow is going to be a busy, well, I say busy, it won't be busy at all. I'm flying from the Shannon. So anyone in Ireland watching this will know Shannon. It is the most chill airport ever. Man, $7.50 to put on a wash. Oh my god. €7.50 like to put on a wash, and I still have to dry them. Like, that's €15 a pop. Oh my god, my clothes didn't need to get washed that bad. Jeez, and if I knew that, I wouldn't have bothered. But then when I saw it, I was just like, when I got there, I was just like, oh, I'll just pay it. But yeah, I'm going to chef up a little pasta and chicken now, so I'll show you that, boys. Alright boys, so we are just in the process of exporting my next YouTube video. And what I'm also doing is cooking up my next meal. So I've done out my macros for the rest of the evening. So it's looking like I'm going to hit my calories. So I'm going to have this and then a big bowl of oats then in the evening time. But I am going to be a bit short on protein, so I think my protein's only going to be 170, which is a bit short. But the way I look at things like this is, obviously I had that unexpected event this morning. I did not expect to be going to hospital, alright? So, you know, I'm doing what I can. You know, I'm still, you know, doing alright for a fella who literally got hit with that this morning, and it was a bit unexpected. You know what I mean? And that's all you can do in times like this, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm happy out. I will show you that bowl of pasta now in a bit, which I'm very, very excited for. Alright boys, and we have a meal here ready to go. So we have chicken, pasta, peppers, and we got a hell of a lot of salt on there. All right. Majority of the time, man, right, when I'm cooking, Especially if it's a meal I haven't cooked before. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm kind of just like I was cooking pasta there ways I've never cooked it before, you know? And just like mixing the peppers in with the pasta. Probably stupid, like things that you probably shouldn't do, but I feel like that's how you learn, man, you know? And that's how you learn the kind of meals you like. Anyways, right, this is going to get cold, so I'm going to eat this now, so goodbye. Well, you know the way I said that I was just, you know, I was complaining there about spending about 20 quid to wash and dry my clothes. Turns out we actually have a washing machine. Wow, I am an idiot. I'm honestly, that is one of the stupidest things I've ever done. I can't believe I didn't check the apartment before like putting it on a wash. Anyways, I now have a washing machine. That's great news. I'm absolutely delighted to know that. I'm going to round this vlog off here because there's not going to be much else happening for the evening. I'm going to be chilling, editing, doing coaching work, and then having my last meal and going to bed because we have a busy few days coming up. So if you haven't already, subscribe because we're going to be hitting you with the vlogs in Scotland. That's going to be really, really funny. Well, I hope it'll be somewhat entertaining. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next video.